Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while. And as we expected, we have stream issue. Why is my screen doing that? Okay, let's figure this out. Sir? Nope. It's a bit better now. So let's flicker it. Okay. I think we are good. What do you guys think? Is the stream looking good for you? Hello Maddie, hello Master Copy Not, hello Mrs. TPHI, been a while. Yeah, looks good now, looks good on my end. I'm gonna just slightly mess around with my mic. Just just so that it sounds better. Cool. So today we are in Charlie Yankee Charlie, which is Calgary, and we are flying to Vancouver, Charlie Yankee Victor Romeo, in this beautiful Fenix A320 Air Canada Jetz livery, and we are joined by one of my favorite YouTubers, Lex over here. He's doing his live stream on his channel as well, and I have linked his live stream for you guys to visit him, say hi, say that P2 sent them. And we have Maddie joining us. If you guys want to join us as well, we are in the US East server, so yep, hopefully have a fun flight, no more incidents. Glad we could fix the issue with the screen flickering. Let's get started. Let's do battery 1, battery 2. Let's bring the airplane to life. Crew supply on. Let's move this to captain. ADRs 1, 2, 3 is on. Let's get the airplane started, and let's get the boarding started as well. We'll board through 6. So our flight is from Calgary to Vancouver. We are 41 minutes, still having 41 minutes our block time.
Runway
so
awareness.
Good.
Okay.
Nice.
Meters.
My RAAS system is also booting up. Perfect. All right, mass and balance. We are taking 166 passengers today with close to 2500 cargo and 5500 in fuel. I'll just bump it up slightly to 6000. Apply and load aircraft, and we will do GSX boarding on. We'll load the fuel instantly and turn on seatbelt signs. Fuel pen pumps can go on, and we'll start the APU. Perfect. APU is starting up. Baggage loaders are coming. We are still waiting for passengers to be loaded. Meanwhile, let's start planning the flight. Let's get our clearance from BeyondATC. And let's see what the AD says.
Landing and departing runway 35 right. Transition level 180. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
Have information whiskey. Got it. Warning.
Calgary Airport information
Okay.
whiskey. 1756 Zulu. Wind 005 at 5.
Calgary delivery Air Canada 0803. Looking for our IFR clearance to Vancouver, please.
Air Canada 0803, Calgary delivery. Expect runway 35 right, climb 10,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors, bow tag, squawk 1364.
Expect runway 35 right, initial climb 10,000 on runway centerline. Expect radar vectors, bow tag, will squawk 1364, Air Canada 0803.
Air Canada 0803, read back correct. Contact ground 125, decimal 35, when ready for push or start.
Ground on 125.35 when ready for push and start, Air Canada 0803. Cool. So we
My pleasure. Enjoy your flight.
Thank you. So we will taxi to runway 35 right. Initial climb to 10,000. Set our MCP to 10,000. Start set up the MCD. I am using the Winwing MCDU on my end, so I'm just clicking on my hardware end. Right, so we are Air Canada 0803. Let's see what our cost index is. Look at our Simbri flight plan. Our cost index today is 5. We are cruising all the way to 38,000. Cost index 5, cruising to 380. Correct. Go to flight plan page. Departures. We are departing via runway 35 right. And no SID. Perfect. We'll get radar vectors bow tag, makes sense. For Vancouver, I'm just gonna plan my arrival ahead of time so that I can stay a bit ahead of the curve. Winds in Vancouver are 280 at 10 knots. So we are gonna do 26 left at Vancouver. That gives us a nice 10 knot headwind and a 3 knot crosswind. So let's arrival will be ILS 26 left, Canuck 5. I don't think that has a transition, the booth transition. That should be fine. And ILX 26 left, yeah, none. We are no. Yeah, that beautiful. So let's just keep. We check booth. We save. Go back. Perfect. That look. Let's go to init. Init B. Still waiting on our boarding. So we have 58 people boarded already. 822 cargo and 6,000 in the tank. Looking good so far. Looking at the charts for CYYC, I want to know the runway heading. Just waiting for Navigraph to load on my end. Runway 35 right is heading 345, so let's set that. Our heading is 345. I'm using Mobiflight with my Winwing MCDU, FMC and EFIS-L. And let's set the altimeter 3018. Looks good. Constraint set, but we won't need. Good. Let's look at the upper panel here. Everything looks good. Down here, external power. APU is on, so let's go APU bleed. Get rid of external power. At that. Beautiful. We have A320ceos, we have an iFly 78 Max, which is Lexus flying. Oh, Mrs. TPHI, hello. Did not expect you here. What are you flying? You in an airliner? Something's not right. You show me as a A320neo for some reason. And we have Maddie, of course, in the 777. Yeah, F14 makes more sense. It says you are in an F14, yes. FSLTL shows you as an A320. We have TJ Turner as well. Nice. Welcome. This is the FS Elite or FS Lite. I don't know exactly how to say it. Custom scenery for Calgary. Very well done.
All aircraft be advised, information X-ray now current. Altimeter 3018.
3018. Okay, got it. And yeah, but we do not have a scenery at Vancouver, so the airport looks like dog shit. It is what it is. Welcome to MSFS2020. We are waiting for aircrafts, waiting for sceneries, we are waiting for everything. Almost done with our boarding. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I called it the Canada Day special stream, but we have Canada Day on Tuesday. It's special because I show up every, what, 6-8 months on a stream. It's every stream is special. Oh, look. Oh, I did not turn on the cabin. Let me turn on it so that it looks a bit better. Airframe. Where is cabin? Cabin? No. Airline? No. Cabin. Visibility. Now it looks. Not bad. Not bad. We have decent frames. We have 60 frames going on. And I have reshade on, which is why everything looks a bit different. ADRUs are aligned. We are waiting for boarding at this point to complete. Our baggages are done. We have 20 more people joining in. All the lounge folks who are running late to the flight. I am using BeyondATC, but I'm not using BeyondATC traffic because we are on a multiplayer server. And we do not want more traffic to cause a frame issue for us. How has everybody's weekend been? It's a big week for both sides of the border. We have July 4th and Canada Day. Aircraft's loaded. Dismiss. Perfect. Calgary ground. Good morning, Air Canada 0803 requesting push and start, please.
Air Canada 0803, Calgary ground. Pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback approved. Face east. Air Canada 0803. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Air Canada flight. Our flight time seems to be 1 hour. We should be on the ground by 3:30 p.m. And meanwhile, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Beacon. Wants us to face east. East will be somewhere. That should be nose to the right. That's what. Wait. Let's calculate our departure speeds. Think load sheet 5.6 tons and calculate flaps 1 down 0.4, flex time of 42, 128, 128, 130. Oh, no. Rocket ship. Cool, that's done. X. You. Parking brake ready. Engine goes to ignition, engine to on. Hi Mighty, welcome back. We are pushing back from our gate. Like I see Lex has already pushed back. And I lost all my multiplayer. Great, good job Microsoft. I'm doing BeyondATC today, Maddie. Parking brake set. get this sorted. Engine number 2 is available. Let's start engine number 1. Yeah, I got the Calgary scenery, but I do not have one for Vancouver. So I was saying earlier that it's gonna be dog shit. Let's start the block clock. I call it the block clock. I don't know what everybody else calls it. Load vector. Okay, engine number 2 started, engine number 1 is started, so let's do the after start check. Goes to norm, ground spoilers armed, predicted wind shear on, system number 2, flaps goes to 1. Awesome. And Calgary ground, Air Canada 0803 ready for taxi to runway 34 right, 35 right.
Air Canada 0803 runway 35 right taxi via Juliet Sierra, Juliet Bravo.
35 right via Juliet Sierra, Juliet Bravo for Air Canada 0803. Thank you. Cool, so that's gonna be right Sierra and then Juliet all the way to the runway. Perfect. Yeah, looks simple enough. Let's make sure the auto brake's armed. Done this, that's done. Taxi lights on, speed off, APU's off. Probe goes to auto. Good. I have a nose wheel tiller that I recently got from Etsy. I'm gonna use that to go around the ground. This has got to be world's shittiest push and start. They should have put me somewhere around here. Let's turn on Tobii. Set it. Quick takeoff config check. Good, perfect. One thing I don't like about these CFM engines in the A320 is how hard they are to taxi. You have to keep giving and pulling back on the thrust. Give it too much thrust and it just, you know, starts to do southwest taxi. Give it too little thrust and it won't move. It doesn't do idle taxi, which I kind of hope that the A320s, that the Neos that Fenix is building will have, because that's what the real aircraft does. I prefer the IAE engines on the A320 myself. I'm gonna put it at 22% N2. Cabin's ready. Good. 25%. Brightness. Good. Perfect. Slow down. Hey Maddie, you coming? Maddie shows up as a Air New Zealand 777 to me. Turning right here at Bravo. I do have wake turbulence option on MSFS, so I gotta be careful. Probably should turn it off. Turn. Power. There's Mrs. TPHI doing an escort for our flights. F14. I was on Sim Update 3 beta all of, I would say, June, and then they released one on Thursday, I believe, where the entire sim just started crashing on me. I was on beta. I think I was 4 builds into beta, and then the next one, whatever they released on Thursday, just completely broke the sim for me. So this is Sim Update Beta 2, so it has a bit of a higher VRAM usage, unfortunately, so the sim might be a bit stuttery at times, especially on ground. I like flying out and into Calgary, especially if I'm doing Calgary to Vancouver. That's a beautiful, that's a beautiful flight because of the mountains and everything. Hey Willem, welcome. Yes, I am live after ages. The last time I was live, I didn't have my cats, I didn't have this monitor, I didn't have my Moza hardware, I didn't have the mods that I use right now. I don't think I was even using 2024. The last time I was live was when iFly came out with the 737 MAX 8. Hey Adrian, thanks for joining. We're doing a group flight from Calgary to Vancouver on the A320 for me. We have fighter jet escorts, we have 777s, we have Maxes, whole bunch.
Air Canada 0803, contact Calgary Tower 118.7. Have a good day.
Over to tower 118.7. Yeah. Wait for people to line up and take off, and then we'll, whenever it's our time, we'll line. So we have Mrs. TPHI. Lex has already taken off. And after Mrs. TPHI, we have one more guy, then me. I'm just gonna set parking brake on. One thing I wish BeyondATC does is closed multiplayer. Like for example, all of us can have BeyondATC running, and we'll all set up like a group, and that's the only, those are the only sets of flight BeyondATC is meant. That would be really cool. Chat, behave. My girlfriend's online. Let's behave. No shenanigans. It's here, guys. Monitoring. We have to be really. I think there's a guy on 9A400 I think he's waiting for you, Mrs. TPHI. Or maybe he's just there. Oh, I lost all of you. Just Microsoft being Microsoft, eh? Alright, I'm gonna hold short. I don't know what happened. I lost all of you. I don't know if you guys see me on multiplayer, but everybody just left. Oh, I see TJ Turner. I think he's gonna line up first, so I'll let him go and then I'll line up next time.
Approaching 3-5 right.
Rickson. Master Copy is joining us. Maddie is behind me. Mrs. TPHI took off. Cool. So I'll line up. Then let's request departure. Tower Air Canada 0803 requesting departure runway 35 right.
Air Canada 0803, Calgary Tower, wind variable, fly heading tree, 50, runway tree 5 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 0803. This is TPHI giving us the flybys. Alright, Rail cockpit.
On runway 35 right.
I think I'll give TJ 30 more seconds so that he can have some good decent separation. That's me just TPHI doing flybys of the airport. Baby, you're on business. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. 40%. Having true seats for engine stable. Manflex 52 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Thrust is set. Knots checked. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Oh, too high, too high. See ya, Calgary. We are flying runway heading 350 until we get radar vectors.
Air Canada 0803, reset transponder, squawk 1364.
Cross thrust, open
Air
climb,
Canada
runway 5.
0803, reset transponder. Squawk 1364.
I did. Oh, right.
Squawk 1364, Air Canada 0803.
Air Canada 0803, contact Calgary departure 119.8.
Over to departure 119.8, Air Canada 0803. Departure Air Canada 0803, 6,600 for 10,000.
Air Canada 0803, Calgary departure, good day identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Air Canada 080.
Air Canada 0803, turn left, heading 235.
Left 235, Air Canada 0803. Speed, flaps up. Gotcha. Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights off, runway off, lights off. And autopilot 1 comes on.
Air Canada 0803, cleared direct bow tog, resumo navigation.
Direct bow tag, Air Canada 0803. Cool, let's go direct bow tag. Nav, open climb, thrust climb. I keep losing multiplayer to Mrs. TPHI. I think something's wrong with the MSFS servers too. Having 12,700 for flight level 190. Beautiful black Air Canada Jetz livery. This is Air Canada's, I would say, charter flight. They usually fly NHL players around the country in these planes. It's like an all business class configuration. But they have the generic Fenix economy livery setup here. But usually it's like a business class configuration for players. Thank you, man. I love your live stream. TPHI.
Air Canada 0803, contact Edmonton Center 133.3. Have a good day.
Edmonton Center 133.3. Have a good day, Air Canada 0803. Center, good morning, Air Canada 0803. 16,000 for flight level 190.
Air Canada 0803, Edmonton Center identified. Climb to flight level 380.
Flight level 380, Air Canada 0803. Perfect. So we have been cleared to a cruise altitude. We can let go of the passenger. They can roam around and use the washrooms. And we have Mrs. TPHI giving us company. 18,000 feet standard on the altimeter. We are now entering the Rocky Mountains. We started from the prairies, now we are entering the mountains, and then we'll land close to the ocean. This is why I love flying from Calgary to Vancouver. It's just a beautiful, picturesque flight. Beautiful. If you're just joining us, we are doing a group flight with Lex. His stream is in the description of my live stream. If you go to his stream, say P2 sent you, and give him a hi and give him a like and a subscribe. He's amazing. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. And I'm glad he organized this group flight. Shut up. Just keeps giving me the side stick fault warning every now and then. I am using V1 simulations preset on my Moza AB9. I would say by far this Moza AB9 force feedback yoke is one of my best purchases for flight sim, other than the flight sim software itself, right? Like
Air Canada 0803, contact Edmonton Center 133.75.
133.75 0803. Center Air Canada 0803, good morning, flight level 224 for 380.
Air Canada 0803, Edmonton Center, radar contact.
Thank you. I love these mountains. Look at the water. So turquoise and amazing. You can also track me on Volanta. I am logging all my flights on Volanta. I love that software. We are around the Banff Jasper area. It's somewhere in these valleys. I don't know why it shows snow on these mountain tops. I don't know how close to reality that is, but yeah. Why does my scenery look better than yours? I think I'm on high preset. B, I'm using reshade. I think those are the reasons why it does. I have reshade on. Let me see if you guys can see this. Now you unreal. I move this. Yeah. So I do have reshade on. I am using this reshade preset that I found from Two-Tone Murphy's channel. I think that's where I found this, and I've been using it. So it just gives a whole new dimension to the sim. I was on an A321 just 2 weeks ago, and me and my girlfriend, we went to Halifax. It was a 2-hour journey. I thoroughly enjoyed the A321. It's so comfortable. My knees hurt if I'm on those 737 Maxes, but in these A300, A320s and A321s, especially the CEOs, the flight was so much more comfortable. Here, this one. We have some company message. Let's go ahead and acknowledge those. Oh, wrong one. No, wrong one again. Go to ATSU AOC menu, received messages, and just accept load sheet and stuff. Accept. Good. So top of climb is in 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes ish, and then we'll be cruising for like 15 minutes before we start our distance. Nice. Yeah, I think all of us keep losing multiplayer every now and then. It's just, I guess, Microsoft servers are overloaded. We have kids off school for summer, and then we have the long weekend, so I guess people are just flying more and the servers are overloaded. You see me behind? I don't see you at... Oh wow, you are all the way up there. I see you. What's your cruising altitude? You must be at 380 or something. Thank you, hey. I appreciate it. We're going 60. I am 300, so you're 6,000 feet ahead of me. I should be at 380. So you're going to 360. I'll be going to 380. Okay, fair enough. What's your cruising speed? Mine will be Mach 0.77. .83, yeah, you'll reach way sooner than me. You're on a 777, so I'm surprised you haven't landed yet. I know, I'm just kidding. We have FS Expo going on, and Lex is playing back the announcement for the next city. So if you want to check that out, you should go check out his stream as well, and then come back. Okay, our top of climb is 53 miles away. We're climbing rather slowly. I don't see this is EPHR. Oh, she's right here. Right there. There she is. Master copy is behind us. I for one, I don't know about you guys, but I for one, I'm so excited about Fenix A320 Neos. Did you guys see the A330 Neo trailer that came out yesterday from Aerosoft? So Aerosoft is doing an A330 Neo. Aerosoft is doing an A340 with Tolis. Tolis being one of the biggest developers in X-Plane 12. And Inibuilds also teased an A340, but I don't know if after the A350 debacle I'm going to buy another aircraft from them ever. But we'll see. So we have also Bluebird gave a trailer today for the the 757, and it looks pretty amazing. It looks close to done. I don't know why they are taking so long. It looks close to done. And was it Flight FX or Just Flight? One of them is coming with the Citation the Citation C750X. And you guys know I'm not into business jets, but that's one plane I'll definitely buy. The two GA quote-unquote planes that I'm looking forward to is the SimWorks Studios PC-12NG. That for me is a day one purchase. The Citation X, that might not be a day one purchase, but definitely I'll buy that one. And to be honest, I'm pretty excited about the Bluebird 757. If Moza had come up with Boeing's yoke for the AB9 base, I would have definitely bought it day one. But doesn't look like they are doing it this year. We'll have to wait for at least a few more months before they announce. But I think
Canada 0803, contact Vancouver Center 133.6, bye-bye.
Vancouver Center 133.6, bye-bye, Air Canada 080. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 0803 with you, flight level 363 to flight level 380.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center identified.
We have been handed over to Vancouver Center now. Nice GoPro view. Alright, so we have reached our top of climb, and it's going to be like a 15-minute cruise, so just gonna enjoy the views. Mustang over there. What airport is that? Don't see any airport. Why? They crash? Don't see any airport. I'm not sure what's going on with them. This guy. Okay, madam. So, FS Expo 2026, Minneapolis. Lex wants me to come join and have a quick group meetup over there, but will I? Question. Flight, you can watch closely the window. Window's a bit shaky too. Center, good afternoon, Air Canada 0803, flight level 380.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center identified.
I don't think my Nightbot is working. I need to fix Nightbot on. Wait, it did work. So yeah, I do have Nightbot. And I lost multiplayer again. I thought master copy was somewhere here. Let him know. That's the guy we can't know where he. I really hope MSFS fixes this ugly looking portraits. And what is this? Idiots. I was really hoping that Moza will launch a Boeing or at least E-Jet yoke, so that their base is really good. They use the same AB9 base for, they have a stick shifter mod that you can buy and use it for racing sim. So it makes sense for them to make a yoke of this base as well, but I don't know why they are not making one. They launched a new mid-range base, the AB6. It looks pretty good, like great for people who want to get started. But I was really hoping for a yoke this time. And the E-Jets, they are still working on the VNAV. We really need a regional jet in the sim. We don't have a Q400. The ATR is shitty. I mean, let's be honest, it's a shitty aircraft. It's an Asobo default aircraft. The A220 doesn't look like it's coming this year. And given everything, we don't really have
Air
a
Canada
regional.
0803, contact Vancouver Center 134.55.
over to 134.55 Air Canada 0803. Enter Air Canada 0803, flight level 380.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center, radar contact.
So yeah, no regional jets. The A350 performance is worse than ever. So no really good ultra long haul, like a modern ultra long haul. I know we have a 777 now, but we don't have a good 787. We don't have good regional airliners. All we have is a bunch of A320s and A321s and a half-baked A330 and an A350 that will pretty much melt my CPU if I use it with multiplayer. After this stream, I'm planning on starting my charcoal barbecue in the evening and making some chicken. I was planning to make some dinner for my girlfriend tomorrow on the barbecue, but I have to postpone it for a week. Next Monday, I'm planning on making some veggies for her and making some tandoori chicken for me. Oh, hey Lex. I was just in your chat. Yeah, I'm a bit of a barbecue nerd on the side. Like I have 4 barbecues. I have a gas one, I have an electric one, I have a charcoal one. I have 2 charcoal barbecues. So that's something I do during the summer. That's my thing in the summer. Check on our fuel. 3900 kgs, fairly well balanced. Outside air temperature looks good. We have Mrs. TPHI doing flybys over here, and my multiplayer keeps switching off and on, which let's see what Lex is up to. Hey Lex, I'm watching you watch my stream. Like Inception, like Sim Edition. That's Kelowna, British Columbia. Over there, there is a nice RNAV approach if you want to land in Kelowna. I think it takes you through this valley, across the lake, and then makes you land over there on this side. A beautiful RNAV approach if anybody wants to try. Yeah, we should have done a Discord chat. Miles to top of descent for me. We'll see master copy behind me. Maddie, I just saw your comment. Your top of descent says 12,000. That doesn't make sense. I'm doing the Canuck 5 arrival. The bottom altitude for that is 3,000. There is an altitude restriction at Stave, which is max 230 knots, 12,000
Air
feet.
Canada 0803. Contact Vancouver Center 133. Decimal 5. Have a good day.
Center at 133.5, Air Canada 080. Center Air Canada 0803, flight level 380. To the perf.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center, radar contact.
Right, let's start doing our perf calculations and then we'll call for 90 at 08. Temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 3022. And we are doing the ILS Yankee 26 left, which is with a decision height of 207. Let's set that. Cool. So we are all set with our perf. We are 30 miles from our top of descent. We'll call for descent at around 20 miles. Yeah, so the first descent says 12,000 because you have an altitude restriction at waypoint Stave, and your speed needs to be at 230. That's something VNAV should take care of.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center, expect Canuck 5, runway 26 right.
Canuck 5, 26 right, 0803.
Air Canada 0803, verify instruction.
Expect Canuck 5, runway 26 right, Air Canada 0803.
Alright, we are 25 miles from top of descent. We'll call for top of descent. We'll have a shallower descent that way.
Air Canada 0803. Approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
Air Canada 0803, Canuck 5, runway 26 right, descend to 9,200 feet, altimeter tree 022.
9,200 feet, altimeter 3022, Air Canada 0803. We are beginning our descent. Paddy, I think you should be descending as well, right? I think we have good separation. We should not have any issues during landing. Descent and maintain 0 feet. Wait, what? Next point is 85 nautical boost. That how it's supposed? Oh yeah. We had Binvo right near Edmonton, Vancouver, FIR borders, and then makes up. We have a 4 knot cross, 7 knot headwind at runway 2 right.
Air Canada 0803, contact Vancouver Central 135.0. Have a good day.
Center on 135.0, Air Canada 0803. This is like the 5th center handoff. Center Air Canada 0803 descending via Canuck 5 flight level 351.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center, radar contact.
They've been switched to like 5 center the last 20 minutes. We are now on profile, so we'll turn on seatbelt sign. Nice descent rate, 1600, not too much. It's because of we starting our descent earlier than what the Ak2 was saying. I usually do that, like I start my descent like 50, either 20 or 50 miles. I did 20 this time just because I had traffic ahead of me. We have somebody on an A3 cargo. I think it's somebody you know, Max. Texas crossing Lake Harrington. Looks beautiful down there, Texas. Should be down on the group in about 15 minutes. Make a quick announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. Like the game should be down on the ground in about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, you could put your backs upright, tray table stowed. I can enjoy this bounce hard landing. Show you. That's I forgot the name of the mountain. That's Seattle, right? That's the one near Seattle. forgot the name of the mountain. Get the updated meter just so that we all the data. So we are 290 at 10 now. Let's fix that. So 29 and temperature is 20. Altimeter 021. Set that to 1 and then push. I can hear Lex is already going to Vancouver, right? St. Helen. Oh, I see. Okay, 19,000. We should be setting the altimeter. Oh, I see master copy next to me. And I'll be the last one to land. Gonna be the last star group to land. Okay, 18,000 feet, standard. We'll give some speed brake to get back on profile. Okay, back on profile. Look at that. Beautiful lake.
Air Canada 0803. Contact Vancouver Center 125.905.
Center 125.905, Air Canada 0803. Center Air Canada 0803 descending Canuck 5, 16,700 feet.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Center identified.
He's way too happy to have us. Like they've handed me across 6 center controllers, so I think everybody will land before. I'll be the last one and I'll bounce around. Lex, if you're listening on your stream, we should totally figure out the Discord streaming thing, the audio thing. Let's hit brake.
Air Canada 0803, contact Vancouver arrival 133.1.
Over to arrival 133.1, Air Canada 0803. Vancouver arrival, Air Canada 0803, 11,000 on the Canuck 5.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver arrival. Good day, altimeter 3021. Expect the ILS runway 26 right.
Altimeter 3021, expect ILS runway 26 right, 0803.
Air Canada 0803, descend to 9,000 feet, altimeter 3021.
9,000 feet, 3021 on the altimeter, Air Canada 0803. Lights, 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 auto brake low.
Air Canada 0803, descend to 7,000 feet.
7,000 feet, Air Canada 0803. We're going to reduce the speed manually to 210.
Air Canada 0803, descend to 3,000 feet.
Flaps 1. 3,000 feet, Air Canada 0803.
08003, 12 miles from Goreg, turn right heading 220, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 26 right.
Right heading 220, 3,000, ILS 26 right.
Turn right heading 220, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 26 right. Air Canada 0803.
Lex just spilled butter all over the runway. This is going to be a slippery landing, guys. Speed brake stored. Yeah, don't expect a lot from the scenery though. Fault Vancouver.
Air Canada 0803, contact Vancouver Tower 119er, decimal 55.
Tower on 119 decimal 55, Air Canada 0803. Tower Air Canada 0803, ILS 26 right.
Air Canada 0803, Vancouver Tower, wind 275 at 10, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
26 right, clear to land, Air Canada. Just gonna quickly turn off. Wake double. Don't think. We can afford wake turbulence. Alright, Lokestar. Approach mode is armed. Cat 3 single. Dual autopilot. We're clear to land. Go down 180. Just gonna set our approach, final approach, and drag. Speed check, flaps 2, right slope star. What the hell is... I think this is ASFS. I haven't hit the ultimate. What's our go around altitude? 5,300 at that. Then
2,500.
gear down. On, lights, lights, lights. Laps 3. Speed brake armed. seems full. Alright. Landing checklist, take MMO, no blue. Auto brake set to low. We will do our best to vacate at least at Mike 1. No promises. And I don't know why my stable. Stable, my aircraft.
Approaching 26 right.
Bit bumpy. Got this. Can't promise a good land. I never.
Retard. 10, 5.
It was green. Diesel spoilers. That was decent. Wasn't a butter, but that was deep.
1,500 meters remaining.
60 knots. Reverses disengage. Manual braking.
Air Canada 0803, exit left at Mike 6.
Remaining.
Exit left at Mike 6, Air Canada. Here.
900 remaining.
Tiller. That was decent. That wasn't a 150, 200 F. That was more like a 270.
Air Canada 0803, contact ground 127.15.
Ground 127.15, Air Canada 0803. Thank you.
Air Canada 0803, request taxi to assigned gate.
Air Canada 0803, gate 5, tree taxi via Mike 6, Mike Juliet, Juliet Bravo, Juliet Charlie 6.
So that was a minus 329. Did not feel like that. But on the G's it was 1.01. So yeah, decent landing. Not my best, certainly not my... Right, so gate 53, let's set up GSX. Gate 50.
Air Canada 0803, gate 5 tree taxi via Mike 6, Mike Juliet, Juliet Bravo, Juliet Charlie 6.
Take it that by auto
Gate
response.
53 via Mike 6. Mike
Let's
Juliet,
set
Juliet
853
Bravo, Juliet
for the
Charlie.
spot and activate.
6 Air Canada 0803.
Lights, taxi, lights off, APU master on, wait 3 seconds. On. Go to gate 53. Yeah, not too bad. I'm not unhappy with it. It felt smoother than what the rate was. I didn't flare enough, and that's always been my problem. I don't flare enough with 320. But even with that, I'm not a. It was a good stream. Thank you all for joining. Keep going on mic. Turn off LS, turn off flight directors, turn off constraint panel. I don't think my gate is a gate. This is default Vancouver, so yeah, it's like it's just random place on the airport. Let's turn off BeyondATC, get some frames. This was so much fun. We'll figure out Discord audio chat next time, and we'll do like a live audio of all of us talking during the next group flight. The stream went really smoothly. I was not all that confident about having a good stream, given the fact that I haven't done one in 8 months, but we survived, which is more important. Dear Maddie, thanks for joining us. This was so much fun. Just making my way into the gate. Thanks for joining, Mrs. TPHI Lex. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for arranging this. This was so much fun. Turn left here. See ya, master copy. See you on the next one. Like a random building right here. I'm gonna get my wings clipped. Good job, Microsoft. We are going to have realistic airports, and we are going to have liveries that will resemble real world airlines. Pay us $70 more. Give us an alpha product. Keeps breaking every time you update a single damn thing here. Yeah, I had the same issue with 2024. My until I think sim update 2, my sim will not close properly. I had the same problem, Maddie. It's gonna slow down a little bit. Off taxi lights on lead. I have no idea where are the taxi lines here, so cut my way through. Hopefully I'm on the right line. I don't see a line. I think I am. Oh yeah, just need to like slow down a bit. Yep. Got it. Not at all. Two, one, stop. Beautiful parking. Beautiful. Alright, so landing like all this looks good. So engine number 2 comes off. Number 1 comes off. Let's start deboarding. Board commencing. I think I need to also ask a sec. Request deboard. Awesome. Amazing stream, amazing flight, beautiful views, decent landing, can't complain. Thank you everyone for joining me. Been a while since I streamed and could not have asked for a better day, for a better flight and for a better company. And I hope to see you guys on the next stream whenever that is. If you guys like this stream, please make sure to like the video. If you guys enjoy the content, I post a lot of landing videos on my YouTube shorts, so if you enjoyed that, please consider subscribing. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.